Hey guys, what is going on? This is Call number 5, and today I have an awesome matchup for you guys. This is Vida Blue versus Vida Blue. We are playing the Gotham Hurricanes. He has Kenny Lofton, Jackie Robinson, creative player Matthews, the 99 Miggy, 99 Griffey, 99 Cal. He's still using Granderson. In our lineup, we have Freeman. We've also put Zobrist in at second, and we got Hanley playing first. No, we got Hanley playing third, I believe. So we have David Wright and actually, I think Hanley's playing short. Because I got Cal Ripken and David Wright on the bench. Kind of just trying some different things, seeing how Hanley plays at shortstop. We got Matthews at third. So yeah, Hanley is at shortstop this game. And Vida Blue. Right now, I think I have the best 5 pitchers in my rotation. And, that includes Vida Blue, Chris Sale, the 2 knuckleballers, and 92 Nolan Ryan. I just don't know in which order. But Vida Blue has been really, really good. Beginning of the year, when I first saw him, I thought he was going to be solid, but I did not think he was going to be this good. I think his delivery is just very, very tough to pick up. As we get 3 easy outs there to begin the game in the first inning. And then we got Trouty leading on for us. I'm trying to use that unfazed quirk, take 2 strikes, be patient here, 3-run count. We're just going to go ahead and take that. He misses his fastball away with Vida Blue. That's going to bring up Kenny Powers. I get a lot of these hits lately. They're really ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous you get hits like that, which I never see in baseball. So there's some things they have to fix with this new physics engine. There is some things that I like, but there is some things that they have to fix and make it a little bit more consistent within the hitting engine. And then Matthews comes up. He's starting to get going for me. He's starting to get a lot of singles. He doesn't get doubles. It's like single or home run. And we're pretty stupid here on the base path. It was smart of him to throw behind the runner there. I thought for sure he was going to throw to third. I could have just took third there. And that's going to bring up Dawson. We rip a curveball down the line, stayed on it just enough. Luckily, it got past both the third baseman and the left fielder, and so Dawson's going to get a double out of that. And Ed Matthews is going to be able to move up to third. So we still have 1 down here. We got Griffey up. Usually I like hitting lefty on lefty of Griffey. I chase this high fastball though. That high fastball is very tough to lay off from Vida Blue because he has such a good curve. It's in my opinion, he has probably the best fastball curveball combination in this game. I think he's very, very similar to Nolan Ryan. And then Hanley comes up at 2 outs. We chase a pitch. I think it's a curveball down and away. And his third baseman makes a nice play on it. So we strand a few runners. We had some a mental lapse there on the base path, and we could have definitely had a little bit better of an approach with Griffey. But we do get a run, and it's time for my Vida Blue, to go back to work. We throw a fastball in on the hands. My opponent was very, very aggressive, so I definitely tried to use that against him. I was trying to attack a lot of high fastballs. As you can see here, 1-1 count. I was trying to throw it just above the strike zone to get him chased, because more times than not, that's a weak flyout. I mean, that's a hard pitch for me to lay off this year, because last year I could get away with chasing those, because I could get my PCI all the way up there. But this year, if the ball is just a little bit out of the strike zone, especially high, it don't go anywhere. Low, you can still hit the grounders, especially the just late where it lowers your PCI. And then, of course, if you're naturally late, it just hit really hard this year. So the ones under the strike zone can still be hit decent, but the ones above the strike zone very rarely are hit hard, in comparison to previous MLB The Shows. So anyways, we don't get anything going in the second inning. Just saw Vida Blue there, try to make a good at bat, just chase the pitch. And we go ahead and move right along to the top of the third. We get him looking on a middle-in fastball. That's one of my favorite pitches with Vida Blue, that middle-in fastball. He went ahead and subbed out Granderson, which I expected he would do. I mean, that's really the biggest problem with playing Granderson. It's a smart move because you put Kutch in, and he hits lefties really well, and he can hit righties, so I mean, he can stay in the game. Granderson really only can hit righties. But we get him to chase another high fastball. That's Hanley at short, making the play. There wasn't really too many great plays to be made at short, but he did make all the plays. So I like him okay at short. I know he's not going to make as many plays as Cal would, as I get his Vida Blue to kind of pull off the pitch there, and Trout's able to make the play. And the next inning, this is a curveball, I think, down and in. And Trout was able to fight this off. It was a weird hit. I think the timing was okay. It was just a weird hit overall, and we were able to get a triple out of it. But yeah, Hanley at short. I still think I like Cal over there more. I think from now on, I'm either just going to bring Hanley off the bench or play him at first. Maybe third. I don't think third base defense is as important this year. And we leave our runner stranded. Well, we weren't able to tag up on that. We still have a couple more chances to get him home. And Matthews comes up and does get that sac fly. Matthews hits a lot of these. Dead center, you're on it. trying to get his swing down. You know, one thing I haven't done with Matthews is I have not hit a lot of like opposite field home runs. Besides that one last game, you know, it was a cheap home run at Yankee Stadium. But you guys can see, you know, like I'm under that. I'm hitting it pretty well. It's just, I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to pull it with Matthews or go opposite field. As we draw a walk with Dawson, still showing some patience here. And then Griffey comes up. I don't know what the heck I was chasing, man. Vida Blue is tough. I mean, he's not really like just only tough on lefties. I think he's like equally tough on righties because he throws like directly overhand. So I think, I mean, he is tough against lefties, but man, especially like that two seam. That's kind of what he threw me that last inning. But he can get lefties or righties out, and that's what I really like about Vida. Our opponent does finally get a base hit there, a pitch middle in. He's able to kind of just fight it off for a hit. It looked like he didn't get all his PCI on it, but it was a hit. And so we have a 2-2 count. I don't want to risk throwing a change at middle in yet, so I just want to keep it down, show me where he's at. Now, if he's got a really, really early bat, then yeah, I would have threw that. But we slide step, good placement there, and we get him swing and miss. And I try to get him to chase. That was my whole game plan. Once I found out that he wanted to chase those high fastballs, I tried to work off, you know, everything from my high fastball. Threw a two-seamer there in on the hands. He's got Ed Matthews up. I missed my spot completely right here. I like throwing the curveballs with Vida, but I still don't like throwing curveballs a whole lot. It just depends what situation, what kind of hitter I'm playing. And then we throw a two-seamer in on the hands. He chases it. Would have been ball 4, but that two-seamer is very hard to lay off. He has a very good two-seamer. And I think Vida Blue, his changeup, it looks more like a circle change than a straight change in my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? And then Hanley comes up. Hanley's been killing the ball for me, so I want to keep him in my lineup. The only thing about playing him at first base, I want to play like Votto or Freeman at first base too. So I guess you just can't have everything, and it's like I don't know who to play at second. Second and catcher are really the only positions I'm going to play my cap at this point. And then we put David Wright in off the bench, and he just continues to perform for me. Granted, it's off a lefty, but I'm kind of questioning, you know, why do I take him out of my lineup in the first place? Because I hit so well. I think a lot of it has to do with that compact swing. But, I mean, really at this point, I'm just trying new cards. And speaking of new cards, we got this new Ben Zobrist. He gets a base hit up the middle for us. I like that Ben Zobrist. I do. It's kind of a similar card to last year, but I think he is very, very solid. And, you know, I might start. I also picked up Corey Seager, so I might kind of, like, platoon him. The only thing is, like, if you have a Ben Zobrist on your bench, he has, like, a secondary at every position. So, you know, technically all your players could get injured. If you don't have a backup at that position, then they usually, like, from what I've seen, they don't get hurt. So I don't know. That's the one thing we have in Zobrist. So I kind of either want to start him or don't play him. But if you start him, he doesn't hit righties. He hits them okay, you know. So I don't know. Hopefully I'll have the Ryan Sandberg right next week and I can get some gameplays with Sandberg for you guys. And then here's this shortstop, Cal Ripken, making a nice play. We're up 4-0 at this point. And his Griffey is up. We decided to throw a curveball. We hung it though. Hung it bad, and he kind of fought it off. Just got enough of it. Didn't have the greatest swing, but, you know, you went up the middle with it, got a base hit. And that's going to bring up Cal Ripken, who demolishes lefties. But you guys can see my pitch count is still pretty good, so I'm feeling comfortable. I think I threw a two-seam or changeup away. That's another really good pitch, especially people that are trying to pull everything. They'll pull off of it. Just make sure you get it away, because if it's anywhere near the middle of the plate this year, they can pull it for a home run. Which, you know, I would agree that is a little more realistic. You do see that a lot. Like, players can get that bat extension, get the barrel of their bat, regardless if the pitch is, you know, slightly away in real life. Again, it's just like the jammed inside hits that are kind of annoying. But we do get him to chase another high fastball, and we get out of the inning. Still got a shutout going. And then Matthews rips another single in the right field. He's just a single machine lately. Single machine or home runs. I don't know. Again, I don't know what to think about Matthews, but I'm going to keep playing him. Because you don't have to platoon him. He hits lefties better than righties, but he hits both really, really well, so there's no reason to platoon him. And then 1 out, I have Griffey come up. He throws me a curveball. I could have turned on it a little bit better, but it's going to hit the dead center. This is one where I probably had like good timing. It says probably good timing. I don't really remember if I squared it up, but we do tag up from second to third. But anyways, that's probably one that said good timing, but I really didn't have good timing in my opinion because I should have pulled it. Okay, just late. That was probably a borderline like just late good. You kind of have to know the difference between the two. And then Hanley comes up. First pitch, I was looking, you know, I've been passive all game, taking pitches. He challenged me up and in. I was sitting on it. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, is being selectively aggressive as a hitter. And that was actually a little bit above the strike zone, so, you know, I guess he didn't get it high enough there. And then David Wright comes up doing David Wright things, hitting the gap. I feel like that's all he does, man. Like, I love his swing. He's going to be able to get another double. And we're starting to open up this game. It's now 6-0. And then Zobrist comes up, who hits lefties really well. and we strike out swinging there. I was looking for a 120-mile-an-hour fastball or something. And in the 6th inning, our Vida Blue is still cruising. We kind of throw a fastball in off the plate a little bit, kind of tied him up, and then he has Kenny Lofton, 0-2 count. We're going with another high fastball. And that was really high. That almost hit him in the face, and he still swung at it. So his eyes were lighting up on the high fastball. There's another high fastball that he chased. And I wasn't even mixing in like a ton of curves. I was just kind of throwing them to make him honest here and there. But yeah, so I mean, this is where patience kicks in. I know my opponent was probably getting frustrated, but you know, if somebody has a weak spot, you know, it's my goal to attack it as a pitcher. So there's another high fastball. And that's what I'm saying to Vida. Like, there's a lot of different ways to pitch with him. You kind of attack the strike zone with him if you're playing a patient hitter. If you're playing somebody that loves to chase and has a quick bat, this is one really good approach to pitching to those type of hitters. You know, fastballs away, changeups away, two seams away, high fastballs in general, get in the chase. And then you sneak in those middle end fastballs occasionally. You know, occasionally sneak in a low end fastball. And then, of course, keep them honest with curveballs and changeups down in the zone as well. And we induced another weak pop-up, and then Cabrera comes up. We get him to swing and miss on that changeup. You can tell he wants to drive something. He's very, very kind of just Yancey in the box. He's looking for something to drive. And then we get 2 strikes on him, and then you can see he's kind of slowed his bat down a little bit at 2 strikes, which a lot of people do. So he had good timing in that changeup. I decided to go with another high fastball. I didn't get this one high enough, actually. He actually got on top of that somehow. I don't really know how. But he hit a grounder up the middle. But I know that he's still chasing that, so I know 90% of the time that's going to induce a pop-up for me. And then we kind of jam him. That was Griffey, and Zobrist makes a nice play to Hanley. Yeah, Hanley catch the ball, guys, at shortstop. His reaction and stuff's not that great over there, but again, he didn't really have to make any plays this game. Matthews comes up and rips another single. Maybe I should just start leading him off. He's a single machine. I want to start seeing some home runs for him, though. And then Dawson's going to come up again. 6-0 lead. He brought Chapman in at this point. His slider, I was kind of over the top of it, but we pulled it right down the line. Got a little lucky there. And we're going to have 2 on and nobody out with Griffey. Griffey, man, I have not been hitting with Griffey lately. He threw me another high fastball. I should have turned on it. That was my fault, and that's a weak. That's why you have to be ready first pitch. If you get your pitch, you can't miss it. You have to tell yourself to swing super early and get your PCI on it. Because if anything, I should have, pulled that foul or something. I can't. That's a very, very bad at bat in my opinion. But he walks Hanley to get to David Wright. Again, I could have pulled this one a little better, but it's going to be hit deep enough for Matthews to score on third base. Kenny Lofton out there in center doesn't have a very good arm either. So we go up 7-0, feeling pretty confident. Having a pretty good game offensively. You know, I could have had a few more things go my way, but a couple of my ground balls found holes this game. Zobrist kind of pulls off of it a little bit, and that's going to be a ground out to third. So we're going to strain a couple more runners, but that's okay. Like I said, 7-0 lead, and Vida's still pitching really strong, and his pitch count is really low. My opponent wasn't too patient. And let's see, we got 1 out in the 8th inning. I think that says 83 pitches. He's got me catching up. We're going to go with another high fastball. And right here's a little key tip, guys. Instead of just going over there and trying to catch it, try to catch those on the run. I'm trying to catch everything on the run now. Try to feather the stick and try to catch it on the run. Don't just run to the spot and try to catch it at the last second. Because unfortunately, that's what generates a lot of the BS errors. Unless you just have a ton of time to camp under it. But if it's going to be those in between where as soon as you get there, it's going to land. In my opinion, that's when a lot of the errors happen. We're just going to fast forward to the 9th here. I was hoping I had a chance to catch that with Griffey, but that is going to fall. I think that's Lofton. Yeah, that's Lofton. He has Jackie Robinson in his lineup too. 1-0 count. And one thing, a little mini rant. I wish we had a way to hold runners. Because like once you get like a 6 or 7 run lead, and I know this is very, very nitpicky, but basically what I wanted was a complete game shutout this game to add to my missions. But it's not a big deal, really. I just, basically he got a free triple from getting on base, and then he's going to score here. I really wanted that complete game shutout. Your guys won't even cover the bag, even if you put them right on there, like the guard the line or not. They just sit there and let him steal, which I kind of wish they would fix that. But it's really not a big deal. That's just me kind of nitpicking. And then we throw a 2-seam in on the hands. He has Ed Matthews here. We're trying to get the complete game. You've seen we've only thrown 97 pitches. I've been going deep with a lot of my starters so far in this season. And we throw a changeup down and in, and we fool him on it for the strikeout to end the game. And of course, Vida Blue is player of the game. Really should have had that complete game shutout. 7 strikeouts. I only allowed 4 hits, and I don't think he had any doubles. I don't remember. They were all kind of like 4 just weak singles. But yeah, and this guy was a World Series player, so good game to him. Hope you guys are enjoying the gameplays. Again, let me know if you guys have any other ideas, and let me know if my mic sounds any better. This should be a little bit better now. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Car number 5 signing out. Peace.